Are you looking for a way to measure your chain slack and make sure you're being consistent every time? Well, the SlackSetter from Motion Pro has got you covered. So today I want to show you guys a really nice, inexpensive tool to have in the garage or in your toolbox from Motion Pro, and it's called the SlackSetter. What this is designed to do is help you measure the slack in your chain and help you be consistent. When it comes to chain maintenance, something that is often overlooked that is absolutely crucial is you want to make sure that before you ride every time, you want to make sure you're checking the chain slack. You want to have the correct amount. And the reason I say that is when your chain is too loose, you can get chain slap, which is actually when your chain is hitting your swing arm. You can wear out your chain slider prematurely. And worst case scenario, if it is too loose, you can actually derail your chain and have it come off your sprockets, which is never a good thing. If your chain is too tight, it can wear out your sprockets prematurely, and it also can end up causing your chain to break if it is too tight. So neither of those things you want, and that's why it's very important. You want to have the correct amount of slack in your chain. Now, I've seen a lot of riders do this when it comes to measuring how much slack you have in your chain. It's called the 3-finger rule. What riders will do is they'll come right to the end of their chain slider, and basically if they can take 3 fingers and fit it right underneath their chain, between the chain and the swing arm, they say that's enough chain slack. Now it's okay, that works, but it's not going to be the same with every bike. That's why you always want to look at your owner's manual. They will give recommendations of how much slack you should have, and they're going to recommend giving a certain measurement. So for this 18 RMZ 450, my owner's manual calls for 1.4 to 1.7 inches of chain slack, or 35 to 45 millimeters. Now the way to measure it is very simple with the SlackSetter. This is why I love it so much, is what you want to do is you want to measure right in the middle point of your swing arm. So you want to measure from the center of your front sprocket to the center of the rear sprocket. So if you want to be exact, which is what we did today, take a tape measure. You can take that measurement and then just measure it right in the middle. So from the center of the front sprocket to the center of the rear on this 450, it was at 26 inches. So we're going to measure right in the middle at 13, which just happens to be right at the end of the chain slider. So to use this tool, it is very simple. I'm going to walk you through it. You're going to take this opening here, you're going to slide this over your chain, and then once you've done that, right in the middle point, you're going to press it up to the swing arm, and then all you're going to do is just gently pull down. You don't need to yank on it, but you're just going to pull down until you run out of slack, and that's going to be your slack measurement. So on this 18 RMZ 450, I'm at 1.5 inches of chain slack, so I'm right in the middle of that 1.4 to 1.7, so I know that I have enough chain slack and it's right where it needs to be. And the next time I go to measure it, I'm going to measure it in the exact same point. It's very important that you be consistent as far as where you measure it. And again, having this SlackSetter is going to make it much easier. It's going to give you that peace of mind that you have your chain slack exactly where you need to be. And that is it. That is the SlackSetter from Motion Pro. Again, less than 15 bucks. Really nice tool to have in the garage or in your toolbox. If you guys have any questions about this, make sure you comment below to pick one up. You can click on the link or head over to our website at RockyMountainATVMC.com to pick one up. If you have questions about chain maintenance and sprockets, we do have a how-to video. We show you how to replace both of those. Look at your service manual. They will give recommendations as well as to when you should be replacing your chain and your sprocket. I'm Chase here at Rocky Mountain, and we'll see you on the trails.